Hello Scorpio, how are you all? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here for your mid-month of April 2020 general and love reading. I want to thank you so much for your support and everything that you do, dear Scorpio. Let's have a look at what's happening for you, general and love, mid-month of April. Scorpio, please, Spirit. In the now position, we have the Emperor. In the recent past, we have the Fool card. In the near future, we have the King of Swords. Wow. What is crowning your reading? We have the Star card. So you are dealing with someone very Saturnian, someone who had a lot that they were dealing with, and I do feel that they had put up boundaries. They protected themselves. They were, as I said, dealing with a lot, but I do feel that now those boundaries have come down. Let's have a look at what's at your foundation, and we've got the World card. So this is breaking a massive cycle. This is a karmic situation coming to an end. What is beneath here? You are moving on to calmer waters. Okay, leaving those troubles behind. Sixes are always balance. Now, if there is no possibility of physical movement, this is, leaving those perceptions of trouble behind. Let's see what's beneath that. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There is the change in the winds. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiterian. It does speak of optimism, but also a cycle ending. We've got a couple of cards that speak of cycles. As you can see here, the World, this is Venus, being ready to be born here in your foundation. And this could be also someone who is at a distance to you. This could be someone that is of a foreign background. Let's take some Lenormand. Now, we've got Aries, Taurus, and we've also got Aquarius here. Aries is here as well, so some of you may have strong Aries in your chart. Let's have a look at the Lenormand. For Scorpio, we've got the Snake, which can speak of an enemy, but it can also speak of wisdom and change. We've got the Book, so someone that was very hidden. Maybe you saw them as an enemy. Between the two of you, there was animosity because of secrecy. The book is closed here, so this does speak of secrets. And we've also got the Whip, and the Whip is a number 11, which is very karmic. Now the Whip can speak of arguments, difficult energies, but the Whip can also speak of manifestation. Okay. Now this is the end of hardship here. Things that have been hidden could be shown to you through arguments, though. I believe that some of you are having a conversation with someone and things that have been hidden are coming to the surface. Now, it's not going to be an easy conversation, but it is going to end this karmic cycle. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Fish, and the Fish does speak of it does speak of abundance, but it also speaks of abundance through business. The Fish does speak of prosperity, and I do believe that with this card here, because I do see it as very Piscean. Pisces is about things that were hidden, the endings of some sort of a cycle, and I do feel as though it's got a lot to do with family issues. As the Fish, we know that the fish always swim in, you know, a group, a school of fish. Okay, so it's a group thing here. Now this could be, again, to do with money as well. But the prosperity doesn't have to be on a mundane level. It could be on an emotional level as well. As I'm going to say, Pisces is about unconditional love. But I do feel that the whip here, the arguments and the disagreements were about something maybe that you thought was never going to be talked about, or something that, you know, of the past that could never be continued, as the book is closed here. So it looks as though there was some sort of an ending and there was animosity here. But I do feel that karma is saying that that's the end of that difficult cycle, as you've got the Star card, which is crowning your reading. This is a wish fulfillment, but this is also the naked truth. Okay, this is also a card of hope. And it's a card of the future. It's a card of wishes and dreams, but it's also group situations, okay? Because Aquarius is the humanitarian, but it's also the individual bringing in the change, bringing in the difference. And I feel that that's where the hope is here. We have Saturn transiting through Aquarius right now, and Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. Now the Emperor can speak of stability, but it can also speak of Saturnian difficult situation that you've been up against, and that you're still seeing someone trying to control a situation. Someone was trying to keep it together, I'm going to say. They were showing up as very stern, not opening up with their emotions here. This, again, is someone that needs to take care of business, take care of a lot of things. They've got a lot of burdens, but this is also someone who's been through a lot. They've had those Saturnian lessons. They've been through that, so they've got the wisdom. And this could also be your energy, as you're showing up as the Emperor here. And you're looking for stability, but you've also got the knowledge behind your experiences in life. Now, the Fool card in the distant past says that a cycle, you've started a new cycle here, no doubt, with the Aries energy. We've got the Sun in Aries still. So you have started a new journey. We know that the beginning of the astrological year is Aries, so maybe that's when something started, something that you've wanted to begin again. Maybe if it's not a reoccurrence of something of the past, then it's something brand new that you're wanting to begin here with the Fool card. Now, the King of Swords being in the near future position, this is clarification, this is communication, this is truth, and this is more than likely fairness. Fairness coming through with that Ace of Swords. We know that the Ace of Swords deals with communication, it's a perception. And I feel as though some of you, because if we put these swords together, there's 7 swords. 7 swords can mean stealth, it can mean someone having done something without your knowledge, as the book was closed here, and the animosity may have been because of the unknown, because of not communicating about the situation. But I feel very strongly that the abundance and the luck, let's say, is going to come through, the change is going to come through some sort of an argument. Okay, because the whip can be hard. It does speak of not being on the same page with someone, and through words, through harsh words, the truth can be blurted out, can come, can be shown to you. Let's have a look at more cards. Let's take that 6 of Swords, which is the general energy. We've got the 3 of Swords here. And the Three of Swords is pain, leaving something that was very painful for you behind. Three of Swords is a disappointment. It's someone that's put in the effort, someone that's tried very much so to secure something in their life. This could be a business. This could be a relationship. But as you can see here, it's all swords, and swords are perception. And I feel as though with the 6 and the 3, that's 9 swords. Here is the 10th sword, which says that there will be an ending to this situation, an ending to this sense of deception and heartbreak. Someone has disappointed you, dear Scorpio. Let's take a look at the Fool. Now, the Emperor is the person that's in charge here. Some of you may have a lot of responsibilities. You may not have someone that is bringing you security here, as in the near future we've got a king, not the Emperor. Okay, now the Emperor, as I said, is someone that's feeling very secure. The King of Swords is someone that will be bringing the truth to you. But he is a king, he's not the Emperor. And this may need to be a team effort for you to come into your wish fulfillment, which is the Star. So this could mean work. And I mean, what I mean when I say work, putting in the, collaborating. Here there may not have been a collaboration on whatever you're trying to manifest here. Whatever security you're trying to manifest, there was no collaboration. It was a one-man band. And this could be your energy with the Emperor, dear Scorpio, that you've had to pull up those socks and you've had to be the pillar of security for even a family situation. But I do feel that now this is collaboration here. Let's take more cards. Let's look at the Emperor. And we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, and the Queen of Wands is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. More than likely it would be Aries. I usually see the Queen of Wands as Leo energy. Now the Queen of Wands could be another side to you. Queen of Wands is someone that is very magnetic. She could be the desire, the one that is very desirable, I want to say. Could this be one female, 2 males? Yes, it could be. But the Emperor doesn't have to be a person. It could be what is bringing in the security for you. So what I mean by that is you're working hard. Your growth, your maturation through these difficulties is bringing you some sort of a security. Now, this could also be a father figure that's passed on. As you can see, this Queen of Wands is looking straight at the King of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords could mean a love triangle for some of you. This could be someone from the past and someone in the future. So I see that someone is leaving a situation. Dear Scorpio, for those of you that have been hurt, I think that you're leaving the hurt, that pain in the past. King of Swords could be any air sign, could be an Aquarius, could be a Gemini, could be a Libra. Let's take this King of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is communication, love messages, quick action. This could also mean flight travel, even though the skies are closed right now. This could be the planning of that. Some of you could be communicating, of course, through social media. And I would say that the Queen of Wands, who is someone that does take the action, she moves towards her passion, right? Could be a very lucky time for you. Remember that Wheel of Fortune, that your initiative into what you desire could be sending out that message, let's say. You could be taking the initiative. And then there's reciprocity from this King of Swords. So you make the move here. Let's take that Star card. And we have the Six of Wands. I do see that there was a fair bit of ego here. You may be dealing with someone that is very popular with whatever they do work-wise. And this does speak of success, that hope is here, that you can be successful in whatever venture this is for you. This could even be business. We know that the King of Swords is someone that you can, usually they are very truthful. King of Swords could also be someone who works either in a legal environment, and again the King of Swords could also be a doctor. For those of you that have had any issues where health is concerned, as we've got the snake here, and the snake can speak of medicine as well. This doesn't have to be literal medicine, it could be metaphorical medicine, a healing of any arguments or any situation that you thought had ended with that book that was closed here. Let's look at the World card. And we have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Sitting on the Ace of Swords, dear Scorpio. The truth is what's going to set you free. The communication is going to set you free. For those of you that need to sever ties with the past, if you've been dealing with a very Saturnian, very strict, very narcissistic even person of the past, then you could be severing ties and successfully starting something new. Now the Ace of Swords does have that crown sitting at the top, which does speak of, I do feel that this could be a slap in the face of someone that was quite royal, quite egotistical. This is a big lesson for them, I do feel here. Let's have a look. I want to take one more card on this Three of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, yes, is an imbalance. It's still looking at the past. Again, you need to change your perception. You need to close that door. You need to leave the past where it's meant to be in the past. As we've got the Two of Cups here, which can mean, this could also mean, yes, a resurrection of something that was misguided. It was because of the lack of knowledge. That's where the difficulties were, the lack of knowledge and the secrets that were kept. I think that that's what brought the heartbreak here, what brought that on. But fives, we know fives always bring change. So that's a very good thing to know. Let's take a couple of Sibillas. And this Five of Cups could also mean that those of you that are wanting to travel to a distant place, maybe meet up with someone that you want to clear the air with, or they want to do that. There's a collaboration here, I feel. Two people are wanting the same thing, but it's going to start off a little bit difficult. As I said, the 11. 11 is, of course, it's a brand new doorway opening, but 11 is also the card of justice. Justice, which is all about finding your harmony and your balance. And this disappointment could be because the doors are closed and you're not actually able to move to that distant place. Let's take a look at this Ace of Swords and the World card. We have Consolante Sorpresa, which can mean something suddenly coming out of the blue. This could be someone changing their values, what was important to them. This could also be communication or a brand new beginning, an ending and a beginning coming in suddenly, just out of the blue. And this is in the distant past, obviously. So whatever new thing you've started here, whatever communication here has been started, let's have a look. Let's have a look, because if there has been communication in the distant past, because I do see this as Uranus transiting through Taurus, This is a change in values, but this could also be someone who suddenly closed the door on you as they wanted their freedom with that Ace of Swords. We have Speranza, which can be a card of hope, but it can also be a card of fear. And we have the Vedovo. Vedovo is the widower, someone who is mourning their past. Look at the similarities here. And I'm going to say that I feel that both of you felt the same way, as probably and more than likely you were not on the same page in the distant past. Now, this doesn't have to be love, right? This can be just a cycle. In any situation, any family or any work situation, let's take another card, as here we see disappointments. You were mourning the past. This is in the distant past, but the cycle has ended. Now, letting go of this in the distant past is what's helped you start a new cycle here. But you're still trying to catch your breath. You're trying to find your footing here in the now position. This is saying that you need to keep the hope that, yes, you will have success here. Let's take one more Sibilla. And we've got the Sacerdote. Sacerdote can mean, yes, the sign of Taurus. This is a commitment. This is believing that the change will come, not losing hope here with the 13, that there is a massive change. This is Scorpio. Number 13, death. So drastic change where commitments are concerned. But also I'm going to say that the sadness could mean that, yes, there were secrets, as he's holding the cape here, but someone was not ready for commitment in the distant past. That's what I'm going to say here. Maybe they were on a different level to you where your beliefs are concerned. Yeah, Namika, which is the enemy here. She's taken off her mask, so this is you seeing the truth. But this could also be because she's holding a knife. And she does bring, you know, the Queen of Swords, which could be someone was very outspoken. And any negative energies were shown to you. The truth was shown here with that Ace of Swords as well. Now I'm going to say that the Namika could also be another female here. Let's take one more. And we've got the Sospiri. The Sospiri is hoping, wishing and waiting, sighing, looking for something to come to you, looking for the work that you've put in, the effort that you've put in. You've been waiting on those ships to show up from the distant past. And again, this could be someone that is at a distance. As you can see, she's looking across the seas. I want to look at the Emperor. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands we've got here. We have stanza, which is the news is coming in. This is secrets that are revealed. This is also concerning sexual intimacy, things that have been hidden now. And this is also a brand new beginning. So what the news that's coming through, things that have been hidden are going to give you something stable is beginning. Here we've got the Gran Consolazione. So this is having your heart's desire. And here we've got the Amica, which is the stability, the pillar of stability and finding harmony. Now the Amica is also your confidant and your best friend. Okay, so I'm loving that for you. And because Amica, which speaks of harmony, and a best friend here, best friend can mean the energy. Okay, this is very positive energy where your heart's content is concerned. And you do have support here, supporting energies here. She's looking straight at this King of Swords. That's what's interesting. I'd like to take one card on that, number 11, the Whip. And we've got a J on that card, so I don't know what that means for you. And we've got the Lovers. and the Lovers is Gemini. This is a soulmate connection. This is a divine union. But I can say that maybe you were a second choice to someone, and we can also say that in the reverse. So you had two people that you had to choose from, depending on who you are. So, dear Scorpio, I think I will leave it at that. The Eight of Wands is promising news coming through and quick change, quick communication, and also a lot of movement. The pace is picking up here, and it looks as though you're going places. And that could be literal but metaphorical as well. Okay? And I do see the Amika as the stability of the Emperor here. And this could be someone that's in a very strong position that is aiding you, helping you out at this time. That could even be the work that you've done, okay, the hard work that you've put forth. This is now proving that you've created something. You've got that wand in your hand, dear Scorpio. Okay? All right, I will leave it at that. I want to thank you so much, dear Scorpio. Sending you much love, much light. Namaste.